Hey guys, welcome to our DAO1 presentation. This should take around about 15 minutes or so, and hopefully I can get through it and explain to you exactly what DAO1 is all about and how it actually works. So let's just start off with exactly what DAO1 is. It's a decentralized platform that operates on the Pertum blockchain and is driven by smart contracts. Its primary purpose of DAO1 is to facilitate automatic blockchain tools. The platform doesn't provide financial products or services, but instead serves as a decentralized software and analytics provider. Now, what does that actually mean? It means that we've got smart contracts and these things that you can purchase to actually make some money. So let's have a look and see, what is a Pertum coin, because this is what it's all about. It's for you to accumulate these Pertum coins because they're going to be valuable one day. And I'm just going to run through what makes it so valuable and why we think it's going to be so valuable over time. So DAO1 allows third-party companies to build on the Pertum blockchain. This is critically important. Other companies can come in. We've got a few companies that are already looking at doing business with us because our blockchain is built on the Ethereum blockchain, on the Avalanche blockchain, which is a layer one, and it's super quick and it is very, very secure and it's very, very cheap. Okay, so that's why developers want to come on and use it. And of course, the more usage becomes available to our coin, the more value is actually in the ecosystem. Of course, the more there's an upward pressure on the price of that coin. So for the purpose of them using our blockchain, they need to use that service and they need to pay for that service, which we call a gas fee. Okay, so the gas fees is almost like bank charges, and they need these gas fees or they need these Apertum coins. And of course, the more they need these coins, the more there's an upward pressure on the price. The only place they can buy these Apertum coins is through the miners. Okay, so we are miners. We've been mining now for the last 7 months, and the ARP products, and as a matter of fact, that mining product was taken off the market and is now come back onto the market at a big, big discounted price. As more demand is placed on the Pertum coin, the more they become, the more valuable it becomes. So I told you that already. And of course, holding these Pertum coins longer term will be extremely valuable and profitable. So let's have a look at some of the roadmap that's already happened to the Pertum coin. When it launched 7 months ago, you can see it started off at 2.5 cents. It's now sitting at $1.30 odd, and that's just in 7 months. The market cap has gone to 87 million in record time. You can see what is comparable to Solana. The on-chain activity, 3.5 million transactions and 3 million blocks in the last 7 months. And you can see what Bitcoin and Ethereum took a year to do that. Okay. We have community power. What does that mean? It means we have people that are using the system at the moment, over 50,000 of them, and there's 62,000 mining bots already active. We have a global index. You can go and check this out for yourself on CoinMarketCap. You'll see we're in the top 500. It's very, very few coins that have actually got into the top 500 in less than 7 months. As a matter of fact, I don't think there are any. Okay, so this is pretty unique. We have our own decentralized exchange. We call it a DEX, where you can swap certain tokens for one another. There's a liquidity pool that you can put money into so you can get fees on it. I'll explain that a little bit more as we go along. We also have a deflammatory token model, which basically means tokens get burnt, which means that as tokens get taken off the system, there are less in circulation, and therefore that's an upward pressure on the price. We are RWA ready. What does that mean? Real world asset ready. It means that there are NFTs available that you can tokenize commodities, art, real estate, etc., etc. So this blockchain can cope with lots and lots and lots of different business models. Okay, so what is currently on offer at the moment? Well, if you become a member, it'll cost you $9 a month. You'll get access to automated tools and bots, and of course, exclusive mining on the Pertum blockchain. So let's have a look and see what that basically means or what is on offer at the moment. So we're looking at the ultimate bot. It's a two-in-one bot. It basically means that you're getting a trading bot as well as a mining bot. And these two bots are very, very profitable indeed. And it's a way in which you can accumulate more and more and more of the Bitcoin, of the Pertum coin. So let's have a look at the options that are available. There's 5 products on offer at the moment, ranging from $100 to $10,000. And you can see there are various things on the offerings that you need to do. For argument's sake, if you're buying a $500 bot, you have to load it with $500. That means you deposit money into, because if you're trading, you're going to put money into the trade. And depending on which tokens you choose, In this case, I would strongly suggest use a per term in USDT. That means that the bot automatically takes some of your US dollars, it'll sell it into a per term, and it'll trade between the two pairs. And of course, you also have to load for the mining bot. So let's have a look how it works. You can see if you go down to the bottom and you click on how it works, it then opens up into the next page. And this is a little bit more of an explanation of what you actually have to do. So you can see now we're on the Radiant, it's $500. That's what it'll cost to buy this bot. Then you have to do what we call a smart load. Now, the smart load, please bear in mind, it comes back to you. Although you're loading it with $500, at the end of the contract, this $500 comes back to you. And you can load it with either Bitcoin, Ethereum, or some of these altcoins. And the target performance is actually $500 plus a bonus. Okay, so the $500 that you put into this bot, you are going to make a profit of $500 plus another $500 in commission, sorry, as a promotional bonus. Now, what does this actually mean? The promotional bonus actually works when the bot goes down in price or it goes sideways. So obviously there's a buying and selling mechanism that happens on the bot, but if the bot comes down in price and it tends to hang around the bottom for some odd reason and going a bit of sideways, then you can draw the profits are generated by this promo bot. Okay, sorry, by this promo bonus. If the price in fact then goes up, okay, you're then going to be trading again, and of course you're making $500 in the profit. So together with these two, you should be making $1,000. And then of course at the end of this lot, when it matures, and we're looking probably about 6 months, maybe 8 months, we're not too sure, it depends on how active the blockchain actually is, so it will vary. You're looking pretty much then at getting your $500 back, and of course you get $1,500 out. Please just bear in mind this $1,000 profit that you're making, you get 70% of that you can keep. The other 30% goes up into the rest of the team, because remember, this is a network marketing bonus attached or business attached to this this product. Now, that is the trading bot. Now you have the smart contract mining bot. Now you can load this bot with $1,000, okay? Or if you have G999, it'll only cost you $500. Now I'm going to strongly suggest you get hold of the person that invited you and you ask them to sell you some G999, because why would you want to load it with $1,000 when you can only load it with half of that? Okay. Now, what is this going to give you? Well, this $500 is going to give you $3,000 worth of mining capacity. In other words, it's a 6x. Okay. Bearing in mind that this only becomes active in 20 million blocks from the day it is activated. Okay, that is critically important. So for some of you, you're saying, okay, hang on, I'm tying my money up for 6 months or so until these 20 million blocks are activated. That's correct. That's exactly what you're doing. But just remember this factor. Your existing mining that you have will run out, okay, pretty much when this one's going to start kicking in, or very close to. So you're going to extend that mining period. And also, the company said that the mining bots are going to be brought back only when it reaches $6.25. I can guarantee you, when $6.25 is reached, these prices are not going to be the same if you buy a mining bot then. Okay, they're going to be 3, 4, 5 times what you paid for it in the past. Okay, so this is a great way of guaranteeing future value in your business. Now just think of this for a second. If you're making $1,000 over a year after 6 months and it's costing you $500 to mine, pretty much this mining bot is costing you nothing, because your profits from your trading is paying it off. There is just another little thing that you need to bear in mind here, is that when you buy this bot, you don't have to load both of these. You can either load the one or the other. You do have 28 days to load it from date of purchase. And if you just load the trading bot for argument's sake, then the mining bot falls away. If you load the mining bot, then the trading bot falls away. Ideally, you want to load both. So let's go have a look at this estimator and see that when you buy a $500 Radiant, what is the kind of monies we're looking at over here? So very simply, if you look at the trading bot, you're going to make approximately 1,500. It doesn't matter what the price is. You're going to make $1,500. Now, when you claim this $1,500, it's going to kick it into a pertum. So this $1,500 at current prices is going to give you 1,162 a pertum. Now, if you hold this a pertum and you don't convert it back into USDT, which obviously you can do on the DEX, then what happens is this, let's say it gets up to $6. All of a sudden, this $1,500 becomes basically irrelevant, because you're getting $1,162 at $6. That means it's $6,000. Okay. In the same sense, your mining bot is making you 2,720 extra per term coins. So together you're having 3,882. Imagine this gets to $6, what it's worth now. This is at the current price of $1.30. You can almost multiply that by 5. Now, I want to show you the difference between, for argument's sake, if you had to buy a bot for $500 or opposed to a bot, which is the Talk, at $5,000, because you think you get 10 times more coins, right? So you're looking over here at 3,882. You think, all right, times that by 10, you should be getting about 38,000. Well, on a Talk, you're not getting 38,000, you're getting 201,000. Okay, this is a massive difference. Why? Because the leverage of 6x is there on the bot, so you're getting a hell of a lot more coins for not a 10x on your monies. You're getting a huge amount more. I actually did the calculation. If the price gets to $6.25 on 201,000 coins, you're looking at 22 million. Now, guys, we're looking at this probably maturing around about end of 2026. We're now in September 25, 2026. Say this time next year, maybe December. 22 million or kind of close to that if the price hasn't gone up more than $6, if it's a little bit less. But guys, 20 million rands in your bank account or available to you in crypto in the next 12 to 18 months, would that make a difference to you? All right, so let's have a look and see what the next steps are. Register on the platform. Okay, I suggest a self-custodial wallet. In other words, get yourself a MetaMask wallet. If you're not too sure how to do that, we'll help you set it up. Obviously, load your bots in crypto. Okay, either using the ERC20 or the Binance Smart Chain. I suggest Binance Smart Chain. It's a lot more efficient and it's a lot cheaper. And of course, then purchase your bot and actually load the bot. Now, here's something that's super exciting. We've now got a Visa. Notice it's a Visa card, and it's a virtual crypto card, which basically means it's on your cell phone, and you can, for the last 3 or 4 months, I've been using my card, and I have been buying all kinds of stuff. It costs $10 a year. All right. There is a bit of referral commission on it. So if you sponsor your wife, or not sponsor, you give your wife a link and she signs up, I think they give you $5 or something and a couple of cents every time she spends something. If I send money from my card to my wife's card, the transactions are free. So that's kind of handy. So I can basically buy myself a mining bot. It's like a printing machine. I'm printing money. I can print money, print money, print money. I can convert it into US dollars, send it to my card and go do my shopping. That's really what we have here. And if for those of you who got a lot of money, you can spend $100,000 a day. That's the limit on these things. Okay. So just to give you a heads up on how that actually works, I uploaded my card onto Google Pay Wallet. Okay. So obviously it works on Google Play. It works on Apple as well, just by the way. You can see I bought my granddaughter a present online. Okay. Wiki deals, $399. Now remember, I'm loading USDT into my card. Visa does the conversion and it puts it back into rands. Okay. I went to the super spa. You can see I spent some money there. Did another Shein order for granddaughter. You can see she's got a lot of presents for her birthday. Took my wife out for breakfast at Bossa. Okay, and there's Engine. This wasn't fuel, although you can use it for fuel. This was, I think, at the Woolies at Engine, which I purchased. So you can see we have a solution now for creating money, making money from a printing machine or a mining bot or a trading bot, converting that into USDT, putting it on your card and going to spend it. What a solution to actually have. So in conclusion, just to finish off, get back to the person that invited you for more information on how to get started. There are more options available in our ecosystem to generate commissions and a passive income. So, we have a liquidity pool and there are some commissions from the networking side. And lastly, these meetings are live, okay, and we have recordings. So please ask the person that sent you this recording. And by all means, if you have anybody that's interested in what we are doing, you can happily send them this recording, give them an introduction of what we do, and then introduce them to the person that invited you to see this recording so they can answer some questions for you. So I hope this will make sense. If you have any questions, please get back to the person that invited you and we can take it from there. Thank you very much and goodbye.